CSST filters, part 7, using CSST filters in reports. Presumably you've already looked at the 6-part series on using and building client filters in CSST. And we had mentioned in some of those video clips that all of those filter building techniques and forms are available to you for CSST reporting purposes as well. So we're going to spend just a few minutes in this video clip explaining how that works. I'm going to use the custom client list report that you see here on screen as an example. However, almost every report, in fact, I could almost state without too much doubt that every single report in CSST that makes use of client data will give you the ability to filter by client conditions. And let me show you how that works using this one as an illustration. We click Run, and this particular custom client list report allows us to choose the field names that we want to see. And so you can choose from this list of field names, which are all client related, and move the fields that you want to look at over to the right side. Then you can group by and secondary group by and use the summary checkbox and so on and so forth. But that's all sort of peripheral to the fact that once you've got that all set up, then you have to specify, or you can specify, which list of clients that you want to see all that information for. So you go to step 2 in the report setup wizard, or page 2 if you want to refer to it that way, and you see this this page of this report setup wizard, which is identical to a similar page. It's not always step 2, but it will always be available in almost any report that works with client data. And you can arbitrarily choose clients the same way you can with the filter builders, but just by picking client names, moving them across to the right-hand side. But the real power here is in the use of filters. And the way to do that is with the 2 buttons that appear up at the top right corner of the selected client list. You've got a recall button and a custom button. The recall button works the same way that it does on the client's form itself, in that you've got a choice of recalling a saved filter set, or you can use one of the list of library of CSST queries that have been provided for your use by CSST programming staff. The recall saved filter set simply goes and looks at the ones that you have saved. So if you recently looked at our CSST filters part 6, you recall that we put one in there for head of household, and we see it here. So if you wanted to see a list of just clients who are heads of household, you could apply that, and it would put that list in the selected clients list, and then you go on and run the rest of the report, create the rest of the steps of the report, and create the finished output based on using that list of clients. By the same token, if we move that list back out again and pick a CSST query, then you've got all those same queries that are available to you in the client filters form and from using the filter button in the client's form itself. So if I were to choose client income here, I would get the dialog for income less than 20,000 or greater than, whichever you choose to use. We say OK, and it will give me a list, or in the event where the list of clients is greater than 1,000, it takes a little bit of time to populate this list on the right hand side. So in those cases, it will just tell you how many clients are qualifying, and then you can go on with the rest of the report. Let's move that back out, and the custom button is your other alternative, and that simply brings up the client filter builder form, identical, same form that you activate from the filters button on the client's form itself. And you have all the same capabilities here. You can create custom selection criteria conditions. You can arbitrarily choose names here again as well if you choose to do that. You can activate CSST queries from here. You can create conditions over here, come back here to this page, use the modifier checkboxes and include all family members or just parents or parents only, excluding the actual contents of the list. You can right-click the CSST query button, and it will allow you then to combine a CSST query with whatever results you have in this list. Let's produce some. And now if we right-click, we'll see that we get the dialog that allows us to now combine the CSST query results with the results that we currently have available. You can also use the Combine button to combine the current list of results that you have available with a previously saved set of results that you've created yourself. So all of these features are available to you, and when you click Continue, you'll be put back into the Report Setup Wizard page that shows you then the list of clients that you've selected using that custom filter form, and you can go on and finish the report based on that selected list of clients.